Oh, we're live. Oh, good afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon all.
Those of you who aren't watching Models for Heroes, the 48-hour build, welcome.
Oh yeah, that's on.
Yeah, I got that on my TV. The Aussies and the Kiwis are running the show now.
Yeah, it's what,
All
part
right.
12?
Oh,
There's an echo happening.
Sorry, Matt, what was that?
Matt, how are you? I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. How are things?
I've been better, mate, but yeah, I'm here this week.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. How much you have to deal with any damage from the cyclone?
No, I don't. No, we didn't get any of that sort of stuff. I just been under the weather, mate.
That's
sorry.
very good.
Yeah, especially this time of year to be sick.
Yeah, there's still a big feedback happening somewhere.
Feedback. Let me see if I got anything open. Hold on.
oh, hang on. Let me have a look. Oh no, mine that's muted.
All right, I got nothing. The only window I have open is this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got my tablet on, that's it.
I think it might be all right.
Not the TV in the background you can hear?
No, it's all
No,
good
not to
now.
worry.
No, it's not. It's not all right. I just heard myself.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
I hear myself.
iPad.
That happens to me every time I look in the mirror in the morning. I scare myself. I'm like, me.
No, the only thing I got on is the F1.
All right.
Oh, right.
Well, anyway, speaking of M4H, that's what I've been doing. I've been working on the old 1993 Tamiya Spitfire. That's my 48 build. This is how far I got. Cockpit. So just woke up about 1 a.m., thought I was late, and then I saw that things weren't quite right. So it actually gave me time to get my computer over to my workbench. So there you
Fair
go.
enough.
So here I am.
Wow,
Yeah,
cool.
that's about it for me. It's it's been interesting. I don't think I've built a model this far in a day and a half in I don't know how many years. So I was pretty well knackered though earlier this evening. I definitely need to get some sleep.
Yeah.
It was me all the time.
Yeah, living on
Oh.
caffeine and
I had a window open, sorry.
whatever I can stuff in my mouth. So anyhow, that's what's going on with me.
That's all right, Matt. We'll let you off.
Jeez.
Well, the OnlyFans page was still open?
Yeah, it's still open.
We know James is working on a Spitfire. Is that
Well,
the
I'm trying to-
Edward one still?
That's it. That's the one.
Okay,
I put it back in the box.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'll be right back, gents. I got to get me coffee and I got to put some paints away.
You go get Joe, Jim.
Yep.
Oh,
There he goes. No, just hang on. Is Jason listening?
I can't.
There's
find
a
that.
chance he was going to make an appearance.
Yeah. I'm over Spitfires.
Fair enough.
Oh, I've got the Mark 8 to finish.
Yep.
So I started the second Mark 5
Yep.
from that Edward kit we did. And just went, no, I'll go Thunderbirds.
Well, you've got to do these things sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
Change it up a little just to. Oh, yeah.
So I've gone Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, I go. Cool, man.
All the bits ready for paint. This is going to be the fun bit.
Oh,
The hanger bay.
base. Right.
Yeah. I'm still deciding whether to backlight it
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
Oh,
You can do it.
Um, oh,
Yeah. so I'm thinking of cutting the windows out in it.
that's not the one I want.
Somebody's going to give Seamus a run for his money.
Well, it won't be me. He puts sound cards in and everything.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy. That's really going for it. That is.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has
can't
daytime
remember,
running lights, nighttime lights.
would have been a couple of weeks ago that on Marcus's live, there was one of the blokes that every now and again jumped on his live with him, and he's actually got a working crankshaft and pistons in a what is it, one,
All
I
right,
think
come on.
it's 1/24th scale engine V8.
You're
He's
kidding.
managed to build working crank and pistons.
Yeah. Well done.
It's too much time in your hands.
Yes, hello me.
It's all right.
Come on,
Oh, I have done something silly.
Come on.
what you
Well,
buy?
the tractor's finished.
It's not-
Yeah. Well, then you pump them out.
Oh, it was supposedly a snap together kit.
Yeah. Heard you say that last week. Yeah.
And decided to over-engine a Mustang.
Okay.
Oh, that's not hard.
Hang on.
Take that out.
Sorry, I'll work out how to do this one day.
A few extra ponies there, eh?
Oh, they need it.
I think they're twin 640 Hemis.
Oh, that'll definitely go with a Hemi in it.
Oh, yeah.
The only trouble is I've had to stretch the body.
Oh, that's all right. I want to talk about bastardization. I've got a mag somewhere where somebody took a Mustang and then grafted a HQ Monaro front end on it.
Didn't they call that the Monaro?
No, like dead set. It was
There.
a musty body. It was done in New Zealand, actually, of all places, and they managed to fit the nose cone, the guards, and the bonnet on it, and got it to look reasonably tidy.
Fair enough.
Hey, Paul, I think you got
Yes, Jim.
Jeffro backstage waiting on you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here I am, chop liver.
Late again.
mate.
Afternoon, Scott and
Come
Jeffro.
on, me. Morning.
Double header.
Huzzah!
Hello, boys.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
And you're back outside again.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeffro,
Back
Scott.
outside again. Yeah.
Must be good weather out
Hey,
there.
John.
Jeff. You're outside.
The sun's shining again, mate.
Hey, Chunk. G'day, Harry.
Well, apparently it's snowing down here. So there you go.
Apparently, so that might mean that it doesn't, but it's not.
Yeah, I believe it.
Up in the highlands, that is. Not here, but up in the mountains. How we all doing?
Oh, good.
Good, mate. Good.
Yeah, good man.
Awesome.
All right.
Bugger.
Playing cleanup.
Yeah, you still clearing trees, Bill? Crying out loud, Paul. You still clearing trees up there, Bill? Oh, he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Someone's turned something on in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at him. He's in this serious pose too. Look at him. He's like
Yeah.
the model are busy at work.
Concentrating.
How's things in Tasmania?
Yeah, pretty good. Look, apparently it's snowing up the mountains, but apart from that, it's fine. Still warm, still hot.
Yeah.
Still needing to put the AC on. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have the same thing. We're going to have snow this time tomorrow night. And then by Tuesday, it's supposed to be back up around 25, 28 C.
There he goes.
Ah.
Well, that's not good.
Uh-oh. We
I mean-
lost.
Yeah, Bill just dropped.
Again?
Like I said, yeah,
Hello,
someone's
nice
come
weather,
home.
listen. Sorry, guys. I got to get a little something in me. I'm starving.
No, you're all right.
Oh, coffee, yummy.
It's all right. I've got to go get mine yet. I should have already done it, but I hadn't.
Oh, your brother didn't bring it this time?
No, not the coffee. It came yesterday.
I've had enough in there already. I had to drag myself away from happy hour to get here.
Oh,
So that's a sacrifice.
well, you don't have to do that.
But I did.
And we appreciate it.
Happy hour on a Sunday afternoon?
Yeah. I had to work hard for it too.
That's Coffs Harbour. It's happy hour every afternoon.
No,
Exactly.
I had to. There was the Australian Women's Golf Open golf tournament this weekend at our golf club. So I've been volunteering for the last 3 days.
Ah,
And,
okay.
so I was sitting on a stool recording scores for 5.5 hours, and when I finished, I was ready for a beer. And when I got my first beer, I realised that I was happy hour. So I was quite happy to. Happy
Yeah,
hour
Second.
means that it's you're happy to stay for another one and another one and another one. So
Happy to stay for another hour.
I quite happily could have, yeah.
Hmm.
Think of the sacrifice I've made to be here.
We
Well,
appreciate
we
it.
all appreciate it. We may not show it, but we appreciate it. Anyway, Paul, you were saying you think Jason's lurking about?
I'm hoping he wasn't because of what I said.
Okay. All right.
But
Well,
I'm
I
off
can
Spitfires.
bring him out. I think I may be able to smoke him out by saying two separate things.
Oh, Parramatta
One has
lost
to-
again.
One
That's
has to
St. George
do-
twice.
one has to do with dissing this aircraft, and the other one has to do with the competitor paint. I think if I say them both, he might come out of the screen and choke me.
Double header again.
Yeah. I think we could start calling him Bigfoot. We know he's around. We just can't see him.
Yeah, well, I managed to hear from him during the week.
How's he doing?
Exhausted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Manages to get 2 hours of things done a day
Okay, good.
Before
Only
he's-
two? Should be less than that.
before he's flattened his back again.
Yeah.
Got a 5-inch sleeve in his throat, his esophagus.
We're talking about
Um,
Jason or we're talking about Shannon?
Jason. For the heart indigestion he was having, and he's had his medication changed for his other problems.
Hmm. All right. Well, I didn't know anything about that, so I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that. I am really sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that's main reason he's exhausted all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he lost his voice.
And his wife's very happy.
I was going to say that might be, when either spouse loses their voice, it may be a way to bring some energy to the relationship.
It's funny, we can be having some conversation, chat back and forth, and I'll mention the fact that all this non-speaking must be doing wonders for your relationship. I mean, Kerry must be really happy about this. And then I don't get anything after that. It's nothing. All of a sudden, it's just silent.
Not even an FU to the moon.
No, but it sounds like he might be sort of on the road to recovery, but
Yeah, well-
taking it
Well,
slowly.
Yeah, he's not lying down for it anyway.
Yeah.
No, that's I haven't known him long, but I can tell you this: I can vouch for that, Paul. He's not the kind to do that. I mean, shit. Look at his father.
Yeah. But other than that, Matt, other than being crook, Matt, what have you been up to?
Been splashing a bit of colour around this week
Yeah.
on a few models. Yeah. Commodore.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
That's
yeah.
that's a multicolour change paint. When you get it on
Yeah.
the right light, she'll change. Yeah.
What kit's that?
That's
Full
the
ball.
VHSS.
VH.
That one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
VHSS.
Oh, you can see the front now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So I'm just doing it up for the missus. It's going to be the missus's car. I'm going to do mine
cheap
stock standard. Sorry, bud.
It'll be cheap to run.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. See that colour change there? Look at
Yeah,
that's
it'd be a
pretty
great
cool.
be a great Christmas gift for your wife, right, Matt? Honey, I bought you a new car.
that. That's
In your
it.
favourite colour.
Except it came out in 1982.
Yeah, that's it. And
Well,
we've got,
it's an antique classic.
we've got the ute going as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had the base of that done ages ago. I'm hoping the colour's right, but that was done like 2-3 weeks ago, and this was done
Nice.
yesterday. So hopefully she'll match up. But yeah.
Couple of oil stains, nobody will know.
Sorry, bud.
Couple of oil stains, nobody will notice.
Yeah, that's it. And last but not least is the little LJ Tirana.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, that's looking good.
Yeah, that's Outlaw Panorama Silver. And
Yeah.
it's gonna have all the black underneath, yeah, around the back and whatnot. But yeah, that's not the stock standard one. That's the exhumed car. Yeah, the
Yeah,
plain
the
black
V8 one,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try to change the wheels out and maybe not have an as aggressive motor in it. Yeah.
Well-
Yeah, it should be different. She won't be an exact.
Andrew does have all the motors.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They're everywhere. Yeah, that's about me. Yeah, other than my health issues, but yeah, that's another story for another day. But yeah, hopefully I can find some energy.
Yeah, well, the heat's not
Get back
helping.
to it. Oh, the heat's shit, mate. We've got
Yeah,
an
I
aircon
heard
in the
it's been-
car, but it don't work.
I heard it's been pretty hot.
Well, it's what, 6 o'clock here, 38 degrees outside.
Woo, doggy.
Okay.
Aren't you guys heading into
Oh, yeah.
heading out of winter and into spring soon? Or
No, we're
autumn?
heading out of summer into autumn.
Autumn, yeah.
Mm.
All right. I'm sorry, winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Autumn still gets pretty warm here.
Yeah. No, but that's looking good, Matt.
Yeah, tar man. Yeah, don't know what colour to do the interior. I was going to do it the beigey, creamy kind of colour for this Commodore, but
Yeah.
because it's so dark, I reckon it'd be better off with a like brown interior.
Yeah, tan.
Yeah, or tan like this colour, but that's more beige, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to do is the backs of the seats dark brown.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably be a bit light. You want a tan, that's more of a cream or a beige.
Yeah, that's a beige. Yeah.
Do them the tan, I think it's a saddle tan it's called.
A saddle tan. Okay, hang
It's
on.
one of, there is a leather colour that you know,
Yeah,
you've got all
Steve.
Jason's leathers.
Yeah. That one. Focus UF. Oh, yeah, that one. Reckon?
Hang on, still can't read it. That's
Oh, I
that's
can't.
Sabar
now.
leather.
Yeah.
Sort of
Sabar
beige.
leather.
Yeah, yeah, a nice
Yeah.
goldy
that's-
brown on the face of the seats,
Yeah.
and a dark brown vinyl on the back of the seats. Because
Yeah,
that's how they
okay.
were made.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's how they were in mine anyway.
Yeah. Cool.
The
Yeah.
brown face, like the light brown velour face,
Yeah.
and a dark brown vinyl all around it.
Okay,
And that way, the carpets and the console were the dark brown as well.
Yeah. Okay. Copy that. Cool. I'll definitely have to look it up and get some pictures so I can have a look and try to match it up. But then again, she wants black interior,
Yeah,
which would be easy. I like
Yeah.
doing black interior.
yeah. I'm still waiting for the houndstooth paint to come out. That'll make the seats easier.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You just roll it on.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 Sweet.
Right, Jeffro, what have you been up to? Apart from
Well-
happy hour.
Well, as I said, the reason I've been sort of happy houring for the last 3 days, I've been volunteering at a golf tournament. So haven't had a lot to do the last 3 days because I've been busy doing that. But I've been doing a couple of things. Some things have been working out all right. Some things have been working out okay. What I've been mostly doing, I haven't had time to do a real lot, but what I have done, I've kind of got to this stage with my JU88.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Kind
Oh,
of,
That's
very,
nice.
very nice, Jeffro. I like that. Very nice.
yeah. The reason I've got it like this, I don't know if we're allowed to, we're allowed to show that crossy thing
Yeah.
that you're allowed to show when you're walking down the street in the US, but you can't show on TV on a
yeah,
model. Yeah. So anyway,
Tell them to get
Yeah.
us up.
but it's
Yeah,
turning
YouTube-
okay,
YouTube
yeah.
aren't fond of it.
Yeah, except decals were very old, so as luck would have it with me, my the fuselage band fell to bits, and so I've got to try and repair that. That sort of cracked and imploded. So there's that. The canopy mask worked out okay, but I did learn something about canopy masks. Which probably everybody else knows, but I didn't think of at the time, is that when I painted the model itself, I used a primer, grey primer, and then I put the colour over that, and that worked out fine. But when I painted over the mask, over the cockpit, I just used the final colour. And so it looked fine when I took all the masking off, but it turned out since I didn't use a darker primer underneath it, it turned out that the framing around the canopy was a much lighter colour than the fuselage, but the hell with it. Once I took all the stickers off, there's no way I'm going to be doing it again. So never mind, there's that. Plus anything to do with those glasshouse canopies is just a nightmare. They're so fragile and trying to glue them together and everything. But anyway, that's fine. It's going along okay. So I'll probably get down to winding down with that one. I've got my F-16, which I can probably go back to when I sort of finish with the JU88. I can go back to playing with that. And I can go back to playing with my Panther tank, which I kind of neglected too for the last few days.
Fair
Said
enough.
I've sort of just been doing things just in little bursts lately. Haven't been able to do too much. And, yeah, once I'm kind of thinking when I get down, I always try and keep 3 models on the go at the time. So once I get down to 95% finished the Junkers, I'll start probably something else. And so I thought when I start my next thing, since I'm on a bit of a jet thing at the moment, I showed you this week, I'll probably start my Mirage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably start that.
Yeah. Dominic's in the chat. And he wants to know: did you use Outlaw on the Junkers?
Yes.
There you go, Dom.
Sorry, told a lie. No, sorry, told a lie. I used the blue. I used the underside blue, and I used the black green of the speckles. But the dark yellow, I use a competitor.
Ooh. Don't say it. Don't say it.
We've all done it.
I had nothing else. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, that happens. That's the world of model making. You reach for what you got in your inventory.
yeah.
Yep.
But otherwise, I'm kind of happy
I
with
get a
that.
better
Look,
terminology, but I won't say it.
yeah, but it's turning out all right. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
I was going to say, Jeffro, with your JU88, getting a mask set for something that complicated is definitely the right way to go. It's just too much of a hassle to do that by,
Well,
you
I
like.
bought the kit online and the masking came with it, so I embraced
Oh,
it.
you did? Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
nonetheless, it's a good thing.
Oh, look, it was sitting in my stash for ages, and I've been waiting until I got an airbrush before I could attempt it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well, you
yeah, sorry, I was going to say I learned something else also, which I stupidly didn't think of at the time, and again a lesson for people that had never used an airbrush before, and that is not only since I didn't use the primer, and when I put the coat on of the dark yellow, it wasn't dark enough over clear plastic, that I didn't mask off on the inside. So it's amazing how those fumes from that paint gets everywhere. And so I got this fine film of, in some cases, I got this fine film of paint underneath,
Yeah.
which was hard to get off. When I say underneath, I mean on the inside, which wasn't very easy to get off. So it didn't happen on everything. On the main part of the canopy, it didn't happen, but just on a little part underneath it sort of happened. I thought, well, that's a lesson learned too. So next time I mask and paint a canopy with an airbrush, I'll have to mask on the inside also. So that's a lesson learned.
you talking about with them on the aircraft or off the aircraft?
This is on the canopy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Were they secured to the model, or were you painting them separately off the model?
Oh, no, completely separately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have something to cover the underside, because magically overspray will get everywhere and anywhere. It's worse than sand.
I've learned, and I thought it'd be a doddle to clean off too, but it wasn't.
No, it's the kiss of death.
Yeah. So yeah, lesson
But the
learned.
only hope you would have, if it's a water-based acrylic like a Vallejo or something like it, you might be able to take some water. But once acrylic dries, it's harder to get off than lacquer.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Well, like you said, a lesson. Every time I turn on the airbrush, I'm learning something.
Yeah. But look, my kits aren't my models aren't show quality or anything. But when I finish it, when I next couple of days I'll put I've got to find some replacement decals. I've got to repair that fuselage band, and I've got the lettering on the side of the fuselage exploded as well. So I've got to find some replacement ones of those. So once I do that, once I do some panel lines and weather it a little, I'll be happy with it. I'll be extremely happy with it. Because every model to me, every finished model to me is an
next step
improvement
towards the next one.
That's right. So I'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
And by the time it's been on the shelf for a month, it won't matter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
What's the next one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, Jeffro. It's every model's a lesson too. There's things to be learned and applied to the next one. Well, good for you. I mean, I'm liking it. It's looking good so far.
I'm still working on that masking too. I'm still having a little trouble with that masking, taking paint off, which I've tried everything which you're kind of supposed to do to not make that happen, but it's still happening in places. So I'm still experimenting with how to fix that. So every model's a new adventure.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
GB Models is in the chat. Over Gary, or as he's known elsewhere as Midnight Slong.
Yeah. Hey, GB, how's it going?
Hi.
And Scott,
Yes.
over to you. What have you been up to?
Been doing a couple of things. I'll just bring this down, flip it around so he's looking at it the right way. There you go. I've continued with the. I haven't done much to it last week. I've just put the side things on the Sherman. There you go.
That's great. You're easy 8.
Yeah, easy 8. But I've also started a P40, which is what these instructions are for, the FX one. So I've done the cockpit and put the stuff inside. There you go. And I've just got to put decal on the control panel, which is right there. When it focuses, I know it was. And of course the side panels. Oh, if you can call it side panels, there it's a cage, really.
Side frames.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I've done.
That's looking good.
So yeah, there you go. I might start a new project. I don't know, in the next couple of weeks. I just haven't really decided which one yet. It's either going to be the Mini Art P47 or something else.
The
You like those
Miniature
P47s, don't you?
will carry you through the year.
I do actually. It's probably my favourite aircraft to build. That is. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And yeah, there you go. That's me.
What about yourself, Paul? What are you getting on with, mate?
Well, Thunderbird 1 on its launch bay for Sue's stream.
Excellent.
Still trying to get the Mark 8 into final paint.
Yep.
Do all the leading edges. Oh, Jim. Jim. Guess
Yeah.
what arrived on Friday?
What did arrive on Friday?
The decals for the Liberator.
All right.
Oh,
Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
There we go.
Yeah.
nice.
Nice little set of decals for it. Such a big
Mate.
plane, comes in a little packet.
Yeah.
Make yourself big
Some small
for it.
packages.
All right. Some people would say that's too late, Scott.
Well, isn't that what the wife says?
Very
Don't have
nice.
one. That's the little decal sheet.
How long you been waiting for that?
2.5 months. 3 months.
Woo, doggy.
Can't rush
Feels
it.
like
there. There it is in the background.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Looking beautiful.
And I bought the CH53 up for the top shelf.
Nice.
It'll look even better with the decals on there. So
I did.
good for
I
you.
did see that.
Oh, the CH53. Or the HH53, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's the mine version.
Each time I see one, I just think it's going to transform.
Yeah.
Into,
Yeah, that's a little one.
yeah.
Wow.
Very nice, though.
Yeah. Folds up into a nice little compact model, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, first helicopter I built, I made the mistake of putting the rotors out. Never again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Paul, seeing you are the one running the show, permission to remove hat.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. I have to get this thing off. I'm doing some up close work and it's getting in the way.
Get in the way.
You don't have to ask.
Well, in honor of Jason, I will. Let's put it that way.
Any update on the land mullet? Pete, yeah, he's going live tomorrow morning. Apparently he's home.
Very sore.
Yeah, doesn't remember the accident.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw that. Yeah. With 2-3 broken ribs and a broken collarbone. Yeah.
What happened to him?
Bike meets road meets Pete in the bush.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, freaking Thailand. Holy cow. He posted a video a few months back about what it's like to drive out there. And I'll tell you what, I'll let someone else do the driving and I'll be in the back praying.
Yeah.
I still don't know if that's safe.
Yeah, I know. I agree, James. You're right. It's whatever you do. It's fucking crazy. But I've heard
Still a
India.
thing.
I heard India and other places are even worse.
Yeah, they don't have rules apparently.
Yeah, boy, it's terrible.
Yeah, apparently there was no other vehicle involved in the accident.
Really? Would he
Yeah.
hit something or swerve to avoid something?
From what he was saying, what I could work out from what he was saying, the road he was on, there were roadworks going on it, and there may have been some loose gravel.
Well,
As he said in
Cyclist.
hospital, he's covered in dust.
yeah. Oh, there's Dominique. Yeah.
Yeah, Dom's in. GB
well,
models.
Uh,
Yeah, Peter. I think Peter is home, Dom.
Really? Okay. Okay. Well, that's good.
As in back in Australia. Or
No,
at his home in Thailand?
back in his condo.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to go back to Australia. I think he's
Yeah.
happy
Apparently,
there.
there's these photos at all the entry points.
I was going to ask if he's home already. Does he have some kind of assistance? Because how's he going to be able to lift his arm with that collarbone and his ribs? He said he can't even breathe without it hurting.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely catch up on Monday.
Yeah, he didn't post anything tonight, did he? Like his
Not as-
discovering Thailand thing, like he always does.
I don't think he put that up tonight.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification earlier, so he probably didn't.
I did see that. Yeah, he will try and go live Monday.
Okay.
I think he was just resting.
Yeah. Okay. That means he'll be doing his usual show because his Monday is my Sunday afternoon. So.
Yeah, that's if he wakes up at 4 a.m. in the morning his time.
Yeah. No kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so. So I'm just glad he's okay. When I first heard the news, I was like, "What?" So I was, wow.
It can't have been that bad. He was taking photos of himself after the accident.
He said he didn't remember anything.
He did a video of himself going to hospital in the ambulance.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he
That I
hasn't
did
published
not
that
see.
one yet.
That I did not see. Well, I got to give him credit. He's on time. He's one hell of a reporter. He's got the scoop,
The ultimate vlogger.
Yeah, no kidding.
I published a video last night about me spraying this blue car. It's like half an hour on Facebook. If you want to go and have a look at it, it's entertaining, I'll tell you. I cracked the shits at the end because the airbrush blocked up.
Oh,
And it was so funny, eh? It was, piss funny. When I look back at it, it's like, hopefully people will laugh and not take me too seriously.
what
Well,
paint
that's
did you
why,
use on the ute?
That was Deep Blue, it's called.
Yeah, but
Deep
was
blue.
it a certain
SMS.
Queensland company?
No, it wasn't. Not on the Ute. On the Tirana it was, but
Yeah.
not on the Ute or the Condor. It was a
Okay.
different one. Yeah, another one. Actually, I don't know. Where's the other one from? I know one's from Queensland. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
Got to wear with the doodle you got. There you go. There's me saying. And that's politely putting it.
Yeah. Well, I'd like everybody to welcome Monique to the stream.
Hello, Monique.
Hey,
Icky
Monique,
Sticky's in the
going?
chat.
Oh, hello, Icky Sticky. How are
Hi,
you?
Icky Sticky.
Hello, Icky Sticky.
Love your products.
Yep, same here. Same here.
I use them every day.
Yeah.
I need a new one.
You shouldn't have dropped that one.
There you go. Got some stickers, courtesy Jason.
Nice.
Yeah.
The only sticker I don't have is Outlaw.
Yeah,
When it
I
comes
need
to
an
the
outlaw, and let's see. I got Wombat. I got Icky Sticky. Let's see. Paul, you got one?
No.
Camera.
Okay. Well, whoever's got a sticker down under, can you please send me one? I'd like to populate my working mat with those things.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I've just hit Sue and Monkey up for some new ones.
Yeah, that's who I should ask. Well, yeah, I should ask them for some. Or maybe, I don't know, it's too bad you can't transfer data or something like that and someone you could print it out on this side of the pond instead of having them to ship it all the way from Blighty. Whoops. That Bandit?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, run, old bandit, run.
Somebody walked up the laneway. I don't know who it was. I don't know. Hey, no,
Oh, Pete's in the chat. He's alive.
Hey, Pete. How are you,
mate.
mate? How are you?
Afternoon, Peter.
Glad
Good
you're
evening.
here.
Hang on. That'd be his afternoon over there. Bilge is off. Bilge is still good. G'day, roadkill. And apparently Pete said it wasn't a cat this time.
It wasn't right. It wasn't a cat. Yes. Well, I broke my left elbow about a year and a half ago, reaching for the water bottle on my bicycle. The same time I was reaching for that, I hit a shallow pothole. The handlebars of my bike turned to the right and shot me off the front like that guy that got shot out of the cannon in the circus.
Yeah.
And that's how I landed on my elbow. So everyone's got their story. Wow.
And Harry's in the chat as well.
Yep. Hello, Harry. Harry Marwick, always there. Good to see you.
Yep.
Good to see your name, I should say, sir.
Yeah. Never sleeps.
Damn. Man, oh man. I know I'm not alone, but whenever you go to put something in and you think you got it right, then you install it and it goes all fucking cockeyed. Well, that's what I'm dealing with right now. This godforsaken cockpit in the Spitfire wants to just dry at its own angle, and unless I babysit it, I may be doing this for the whole time I'm on. It just wants to go cockeyed. I mean, it's as soon as I take my eye off, it just slides to one side.
Well, it's a Tamiya one, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
It's a Tamiya kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, put them all back in the box, put the glue in with it, and just shake.
Yeah. Not quite. I like the idea of installing it from underside. It's easier for me because then I don't cock it up trying to line it up on one side of the cockpit
Yeah.
and then join the halves together and find out it's crooked. But this one, I tested it a million times and this thing went in perfect. And now it's not.
All right. Pete's up the ante at 6 broken ribs.
Woo-hoo! Dude, you got me done. You got
That's
me
like halfway.
2 of them when I had my accident. 6 broken ribs.
All on
Jimmy,
one side or shared between them?
What's that, Jeffro?
James, the old the Spitfire you're doing.
Yeah.
Are you expecting those decals with the age of that kit? Are you expecting those decals to be still okay, or do you have a contingency plan if they're not?
Evening, Daniel.
For
Go
this
for
Edmond
painting.
kit, I reckon they'll be fine. If they're not, I have other aftermarket ones. But I'm anticipating these ones to be fine.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, James, is that an Edward kit?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, those decals should be just fine. It can't be that old.
No.
I mean, the decals in my kit are over 30 years old.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they'll be the
1993 Tamiya Spitfire.
old Tamiya decals that won't settle on anything.
Yeah, they're pretty thick, but they got the markings I really like, so I'm going to do it. It's going to have the split color on the bottom. The
The Mark 1.
yeah, the black port wing and everything else sky.
I remember doing that B51 of the same age with the checkerboard around the cowling, and that decals for that were rubbish.
Talking about Edward?
No, it was a Tamiya one,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
big beautiful doll one.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Well,
I remember when I did my Sea Venom. It's a Matchbox one.
Oh, yeah.
132nd.
oh
The only
my God, yeah. Talk about an old kit. Woohoo!
The only decals that didn't work in it were some of the stencils.
That's amazing. Those Matchbox decals do not age well. Anybody?
It was-
You've been watching Peter Oxley's Matchbox March videos?
Yeah, I think it was 2 Marches ago I told him I'd just got hold of this Sea Venom. And told him I was going to build it. Nearly free.
Sacrilege, sir. Sacrilege.
But you can't build that.
Yes,
Well,
I
no.
can. Peter.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I bought it to build
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
because it was the only Royal Australian Navy aircraft I didn't have at the time. But FX, I still want one in 148.
You see what Build says?
Just don't do that to him, Bilge.
Well, we could create hell on earth for Peter Oxley. You tie him in a chair and you make him watch people build Matchbox kits. Another one bites the dust.
Well, I've got 5 sitting in the cupboard that I could build.
I've got none. I don't have one in my inventory. I mean, I built all mine when I was my first few years building models. And that takes me back a long, long way. That's why when I see those Matchbox model boxes, I just that's like a trip back to a happier time.
I got mine from a friend whose husband had collected them and never got round to building them.
Okay.
Did you do any monogram when you were younger? When you were years ago when monogram was a big thing?
Oh yeah. I lived where I grew up on the northwest side of Chicago. Monogram was in a suburb on the very northwest side of the city, so their products were everywhere around here.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Monogram definitely. And I have only one kit of theirs in my collection right now. And,
I really only know them from Revell Monogram, but
yeah,
you know,
Well, what happened is that they merged with Revell, and that was I think sometime in the 80s or 90s. I think it was the 80s, and then they became Revell Monogram,
wasn't it?
and then Monogram folded completely.
Right. What about Pro Modeler? Pro Modeler sort of came into it there somewhere too, didn't it?
Pro Modeler was like a little love child combination of Revell Monogram. Some of the kits they molded themselves, and others were Hasegawa reboxes.
Yeah, right. They're actually pretty good kits, actually.
Oh, they were. I've got the Helldiver. I've got that built, and I've got two more that are waiting to be built: an ME410 and an ME110 Night Fighter.
Yeah.
And I had the JU88 that you're building. I had that, and I sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There's another sacrilegious thing.
Yeah, I kind of procrastinated about doing it. Sometimes you sort of wonder about those old ones, but you sort of think, well, the decals are getting older, and you might as well make the bloody thing. I mean,
Well, you
in my
can always
situation,
get different decals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but well, you can't always. But I mean, in my situation, when they get older and older, I mean, I could either sell them, and you sort of think, nah, I always wanted to make it. And,
Hey, did anybody see Harry's question to Peter?
Yeah.
Did you get a happy ending in the hospital before you went home?
No, he didn't have private health insurance.
Yeah.
Be right back.
And that's the four Matchbox kits I've got left.
What scale are they, Paul?
176.
Yeah.
76.
Yeah. They all came with their own little diorama base too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
But look at the price of them
Yeah,
compared to today's price.
$2.75.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all the old era artwork too. I like that. Those are the early to mid 70s boxes.
Yeah, they're the original boxes, the clear plastic window.
Yeah. Yep.
$2.10, I think, is the cheapest one. No, $1.25.
I think I made the Cromwell, and I think most of the box was taken up by the diorama.
Yeah, you had the base that was slid in the one side and the rest of the model in the other. Yeah, those are really nice, Paul. They look in very good condition. I mean, the boxes do.
Yeah, they're not crushed or anything.
Right.
I'll just go grab the Venom.
All right, I got to step away for a second. Got to get some more coffee.
Coffee.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I did those 3 paint jobs last night out my shed at like from 10 o'clock till 4 in the morning. I was out there digging around,
right.
back to back paints. Because it was so hot yesterday, you couldn't do anything. Last night it was
Yeah.
just like perfect temperature, and because of the shed was all nice and clean, and it was just fresh out there. It was good. Paint didn't get affected in any way. Even clear coat went down really well at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I know a paint company that's for sale. Matt, if you're interested, because that's the best time of the day to make paint if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know. Like if I had the cash in the room, I'd do it because it'd be awesome.
You know, I always wondered about that with Jason working out in that shed, and he said that would get up to 40 plus in there.
Oh man,
Doesn't that affect the paint when you're the chemistry
No.
balance of the paint?
oh, I
No,
can't
because-
do because it comes out all right.
Because it's a liquid pigment as well as everything else, I think, from memory.
Yeah, everything's liquid.
Okay. Well, chemistry is not my strong suit. I want to learn more of it because with so many damn paint brands out there, it's interesting to see how each one has certain ingredients or certain combinations of that make it one way or the other. One's better than the other. One does this, one does that.
Yeah, like that unicorn stuff. What's in that unicorn tears? You know, what is it? Is it just isopropyl stuff, whatever they call that stuff? You know, like,
Alcohol.
yeah, alcohol. It's just that. That's all it is. It's got to be.
Oh, that's the Venom.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, very nice. I like the checkered wing tanks.
Yeah, they're all decals.
Very nice.
All the Matchbox decals.
Shit, you got those to work? Wow. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. You ever watch? There's another YouTube channel. A guy, another. Like there's only 2. This Englishman. It's called Creative Time Wasting, and he builds a lot of Matchbox kits, and he makes the decals work, and they look like crap when he starts, and then he gets them on the airplane.
Daryl, I didn't have any trouble with the Venom.
I'm telling you, Paul. All I can say is I just go by what I see when people unbox their Matchbox kits, and most of them, the decals are bleached out or worn out, or the paper's sticking to them, and I just know that they don't seem to age very well.
No.
Oh, it also depends on how they've been stored over the time.
Well,
too.
definitely, James. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're right. That's everything. And when you think about it, when you're a kid and you put a model box away, even if you have the idea of saving it, when I was 15 or 20 or even 25, did I think about putting the decals in a separate bag? No.
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 Yeah, put them in the bottom of the box so they
Right.
stay flat. Then you throw everything on top of them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And now I treat them when I get every kit I buy. They all come in their own wrapper, right? But I still put that inside a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Out of curiosity, does anybody remember the paint? The glue. I can't remember. It was either Revell or Airfix, I think, but it was yellow.
Humbrol.
Umbrel, was it? Oh, that was
Yeah.
filthy stuff.
Yes.
All we had over here was testers with the orange tube.
All Mum used to worry about was, when I was building models as a kid, was you're not sniffing the glue, are you?
Yeah, I know. Well,
Why, Mum?
We used to. There were in our neighborhood when I was growing up. We'd see these guys. They go into the park. They'd have a spray cans in a brown paper bag, like a homeless person drinking a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
They'd spray the paint in the bag and then they'd sniff it. They get a big high from the paint fume, and that's why when I was a kid, you had to be accompanied by an adult to buy a can of spray paint.
They call that chroming.
What's
And,
that, James?
Chroming.
Okay.
Where's the Mad Max?
Where's Mad Max?
Yeah, in Mad Max. What was it? Mad Max. I don't know about
What?
Mad Max 6 or something. No, the one with Charlize Theron in it.
That's not Mad Max.
No, that's a
Sorry.
remake.
Yeah, I know, but they sprayed himself with the chrome.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. The only films I call that from that series are just the first two.
Oh yeah, well, yeah,
That's correct.
I agree. I tried to watch that particular one, and I had to stop every half an hour because I just got exhausted watching it.
Well, I'm sorry, but Tina Turner doesn't belong in the Australian desert.
Well, she didn't explain why she was there.
Trying out for rugby league, I think.
No, she was visiting the American troops at Pine Gap when the bomb fell.
Oh, is that because I've never seen the film and I have no intention of ever doing it.
No.
So I mean, that's it had the makings of a film about of professional wrestling.
Stop about 2.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
I
with that.
know. Yeah. What were you going to say, Jeffrey?
I was going to say stop at 2. You've seen 2.
Yeah.
So stop at 1 and 2, and don't go any further than that.
Yep. You're right.
That's it.
I agree. Oh dear. Okay.
Yes, Harry. Welcome to Bartertown
Barter.
and the Chunder Dome.
You make everything later. I don't know when you measure it.
What made you suddenly decide to do a Spitfire, Jim? You've been doing armour for so long.
Well, the 48 and 48 build is 40. The loose rules. There are no rules, but you can do whatever you want. But you build a 48 scale either armor or aircraft kit. And the aircraft kit was a Spitfire, and
Yeah.
the armor was a 48 scale Sherman or Sherman related vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
So I knew I had this kit in my stash, and so here we go. And I wanted to see how far I could go in a couple days' time of building
Whoa.
on a regular basis instead of letting it lag for weeks on end and then coming back to it.
Yep.
Because I collect models at one pace and I build them at another.
See you, Pete. Take care, mate.
Are you signing off, Peter? Okay. See you
See you,
guys.
Pete.
See you, Pete.
Take care, Peter. Feel
No
better soon,
MMA
mate.
cage fighting, okay?
Yeah, don't buy the new bike yet.
Who's done this? I bought a model online the other day, and for the life of me now, I can't remember what it was.
Surprise when you
It's gotta turn up
when you get it.
sometime this week. I'm going to think, oh, that's right.
Yeah, you'll know when it arrives.
Yeah.
I'd say that you go, why did I order that?
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Oh, I know what it was. It was an ICM MiG-25 Foxbat.
Oh, that's a nice kit.
That's a big.
It was the
plane.
RBT.
What scale? 48?
Yeah, always 48. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're gonna need to build onto your house to fit that thing.
No, it'll be right. No, it won't be that big.
Those
That's
things,
the MiG.
they're big
25,
ones
is
in
it?
Second scale.
MiG-25.
That's all right. If you had got the 31, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah. Well, I've got a thing about flankers. I've got the old Academy SU-27 in there. I sort of started it, and
I'll be right back.
I'm enjoying that, so I thought I'll see if I can find another flanker. Maybe not necessarily an SU-27, SU-29, SU-30 or something, but I've always had a thing about a Foxbat. I remember when I was a kid, I remember listening to the news in about 1973 or something, where a Russian pilot had flown into a Japanese air base
Yep.
with a Foxbat, and I've always sort of thought they were interesting ever since. And so I thought, okay, that's on me list. So finally, I came across
Yes.
one. So
His name is Victor Bolenko.
Correct.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
MiG-25 is one of my favorite military aircraft of all time. It is just so big and nasty and fast. I don't know if I want to fly one, but I certainly do love looking at it.
I think that was about all they could do.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, yeah. They were just meant to be super high altitude missile interceptors.
Yeah, an interceptor is correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even have any cannon on them.
Yeah.
Weren't they originally designed to chase down the SR-71?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They
Yeah.
were built to try and get up that high. And the thing is, with that Russian technology, those engines they used when they went supersonic, they had to they had some major work to do when they got them back on the ground.
All
Yeah.
right, Gary, we'll see you later. And hi, Terry.
Okay, take care, Gary. See you,
Hey,
GB.
mate.
CGB. Hi, Terry.
Yes, I have the 25 and 29 downstairs.
29 is a
Of course.
beautiful
Of
plane.
course. Why aren't I surprised?
And the
29.
31. I went through a Russian stage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I still love them. I still love them. I wish I had built more than when I was a kid, because I built a lot of jets, but it was mostly American and British, and I had a fair share of Russian jets. The 17, 15, the 21, the 23, the 25, and then I stopped there. I never built a MiG-29.
Yeah. I've seen I've seen inside the cockpit of a MiG-15, and it's like looking like something a school kid would knock up.
Yep.
It's so basic, so stupidly basic. It's got basically it's got a sticker, it's got an altimeter and thing that makes it go up and down, and that's it. There's
Yep.
nothing else.
Yep.
Well, that's all they needed.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, and it had great firepower. It had a
Slightly
23
more
and a
technology than
37 millimeter
P-34.
cannon.
Yeah.
That thing could really hit when it found its target. That was serious firepower, especially in the
Yeah.
early 50s. Most people were still using
Yeah.
The
machine
50
guns.
cal.
Yeah,
Yeah, most basic thing you've ever seen inside, but it still worked.
yeah. I think that firepower is also another example of German aviation technology that they imported, because late war the Germans are arming all their planes with 20, 30, even bigger cannons,
Yeah,
so that when they did get a
37s.
shot, right, when they did get a shot, they'd knock it out of the sky, not just damage it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I started with the MiG-15 and finished up at the 31.
Oh, nice. You went all the way through? Beautiful,
Yeah,
Paul.
15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 29, and 31.
I'm mates with a guy. He sent me his stash of things that he's gradually selling off, and he said, "Okay, I've got this," and I thought, "Okay, I've got a few things there that I would like, but I'm disciplined. I'll just get this, and as you only get a kit every month or something,
Right.
I think, okay, I might get this, and I'll lash out, and I'll get this and this, and then I'll get that, and if something else comes up, I'll get it, and then I'll come back to your list, and then when I come to your list, and if you haven't sold this and this and this, well, maybe I'll get this." Anyway, on this list, he's got a Kitty Hawk SU 30 or 35, SU 35, I think it is. And I do reviews for kits just like I do reviews for everything. And I said, "Oh, this is a really good kit." The guy who was reviewing it, he said, "I hate Kitty Hawk, but this is kick-ass. This is a really good kit, and it looked awesome and everything." And I thought, well, maybe I'll pick up that one sooner or later too.
Yeah. I've never built a Kitty Hawk model, but
I've got a helicopter in there.
I'll tell you what, Jeffro. This is so typical of people. When they were up and running, you wouldn't hear enough complaints about Kitty Hawk kits. And now
Yeah.
they're gone. People are saying, "Geez, boy, when's someone going to buy the molds and start making them?"
Yeah.
I miss those things.
Yeah, I had a great grand plan. I was going to get the Huey. We never got around to it.
Hi, bud.
And, I
Hello.
think I ended up getting I got a twin Huey in my stash somewhere.
Yeah,
I've got
the 212.
Sorry.
The 212.
Oh,
That's the twin
212.
Huey in it.
Yeah, that's right. I've had mixed reviews.
Oh yeah, well, Kitty Hawk, yeah, it's hit or miss. Yeah.
I saw one guy get 3/4 of the way through it and then just put his foot through it because he didn't like it. But I wouldn't do that.
Well, I did the Vought Kingfisher,
Yeah,
the seaplane,
yeah,
in 1/32 because we used them when we went south of the Antarctic. So I built the Australian version until it fell off the shelf.
Yeah.
And that
Tell
went
you
together
what.
really well.
I tell you what, I don't know what it is with the 48 scale modeling world, but no one wants to make a 48 scale new tool Kingfisher. You still have the monogram kit from the mid or even early 60s, and that's it.
I
Yeah.
don't know how you're telling me I make too many big aeroplanes in 48, then he's telling me he's got a 132 Kingfisher.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, that Kingfisher may be big in size to match your 48 scale MiG-25, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, no, I don't think a MiG-25 would be really that big, would it? I mean, they
That's a big
might have a long fuselage, but they've got a fairly short, stubby sort of a wing.
I'll get it
Not
if
like
you
a-
want to
not
see
like
how
a-
big it's going to be.
Yeah,
Not like
let's
a,
see it,
well, it
Paul.
might be like a Sukhoi.
There we go. Proof is in the pudding. We'll see.
Mm.
I just know this, Jeffro. When I started thinking about doing quarter scale jets, I
Yeah.
looked at the size of them compared to the 72nd scale version of the same model. I said, I think I'd be better off staying with the smaller size because the model is still going to be big enough.
Yeah.
And depending on what you make, I mean, a 72nd scale Tomcat is going to be plenty good. You go to
Yeah.
quarter scale, whoo-hoo, you maybe get one on your shelf.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like smaller planes, like a 262 or a well, what here? I'll show you. I got the quarter scale of this. This is going to be one of my next kits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now that you could build in 30 seconds, it's not going to be too big.
I've seen one of those. I saw one of those in the museum in Munich, I think it was.
Yeah, the People's Fighter, as it was called, the Volksjager or something like that.
Yeah.
I would not want to be one of the Volk to have to fly it.
Yeah.
Any of that German jet technology, it was good stuff, but their materials were so poor, made it so unreliable.
Well,
Yeah, it
you
was
wouldn't
all-
want to be really a good pilot. They thought, oh, you're a good pilot. We'll make you a test pilot and come and fly this.
Right, exactly. Okay, Paul, you got it?
Yeah, I got it. It survived the trip upstairs.
Okay, well, that's one good thing.
Bear with me.
Bear with. Oh, we got the Anson out, the Spitfire. Oh my God, we got a tour of the Australian Air Force here.
I was fixing up the aerial on the Anson. Oh, that's the 148 Spitfire.
Yeah.
Move the Anson right out the way.
Is that the Edward kit, Paul?
Yes,
Billy? Yeah.
that's the Mark 5C.
Yep.
Right. Apart from the dust, which makes it heavier,
It probably adds a couple of grams or two.
right,
Oh, shit.
There's a comparison of size, Jethro.
That is large. Yeah. I see your point.
I see the point too.
Hang on. That'll make it easier.
Oh, that's funny.
You could,
I don't see the point.
Jeffro, I think you could set up a fairway on the MiG-25 from tail to nose.
But look at the size of the cockpit on the bloody thing.
Well, I only had one person in it.
Cockpit.
Yeah, it's the nose that's so enormous.
Yeah.
Engines too. The engines are like holy shit. You could fit 5 people inside each nozzle.
Yeah.
You could do a Guinness Book of Records. How many Russians can you fit inside a MiG-25 exhaust nozzle?
Yeah. That is a lot of room in there.
Yeah, they're They weren't a subtle aircraft.
No,
What-
they were a big punch in the nose.
Sorry,
Is
can
what they
you
were.
turn that upside down, Paul? Show us the ordnance on that.
Oh yeah, those massive missiles. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Those
Didn't
are
have a
meant
lot
to
of them,
chase
but they were
down-
big ones.
Yeah, those are meant to chase down the Blackbird.
Yeah.
And apparently they didn't.
Nope. They
No.
thought they could catch it. Oh, hey, monkey's in the house. Hey, monkey. Good
Good
morning.
evening, monkey. Yeah, there is a story where a Big 25 got lock on
Hello, mate.
an SR-71 and actually launched. And the SR-71 just accelerated.
Yep, I'm not surprised.
Outran the missile.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
Top speed of the SR-71 is still classified.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's at or near Mach 3.
Well, no, the pilots did earn the Mark III patch.
Ah, okay, all right. Well, you know that thing was got heated up so the temp on the surface of the plane got so hot that when they got it back on the ground, the panels all didn't fit back the way they were supposed to because the heat would contort them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it actually used to leak on the ground.
Right. And the fuel you couldn't ignite with a match. You could throw a match into it and it wouldn't light up. It was some kind of odd combination of fuel.
We've all heard that SR-71 ground speed story.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good story. I don't know how many. Every time
No.
I read it, I was reading that.
What's his name? Brian.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's called Blackbirds and Butterflies, his book. And he does, if you want to look it up, Matt, it's called the LA Speed Check.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a good story. It's on YouTube.
It is.
And it was a training flight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Don't do it now.
I do.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing it now. Hang on. Click.
That's a good story, there, Matt.
Yeah, right. If it's on YouTube, I can. Yeah, it'll be good because I don't
Oh, yeah.
have to read.
Yeah, you'll find it. There's a few versions of it.
Yeah, there is the full version.
The guy used to do. He was on the talk show circuit. He used to go around and do talks to lots of people, and this story was always the first one that got mentioned. Can you tell us this story? And so it got reported that many times.
Yeah, or he'd leave it till last and somebody go, well, where's the LA Speed Check story?
Yeah. Oh, all right, here it is.
Yeah, because he was an ex-Vietnam Phantom pilot. And he had the kind of landing that all pilots hated.
Oh, not such a good one. Okay.
No.
In other
Burnt.
words, not a happy ending.
Yeah, he was burnt. Spent
Ooh.
12 months recovering in Japan before they shipped him back home. And he was at Kadena Air Force Base in Japan, where the hospital was.
Yeah, right.
And it also happened to be the home of the SR-71. So he used to hear it take off. You know, he said, he couldn't work out what the aircraft was because he'd never seen it. And this aircraft would roar down the runway, pull up, and all he could hear was the sonic boom as it went for altitude.
Yeah.
And then it had to refuel.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, gallons per foot, not gallons
Yeah,
per mile.
because they leaked so much, Matt.
Yeah. Okay.
And once they were up to temperature, they didn't leak.
Yeah, sealed them up.
And what
I remember I went to Pima Air Museum
Oh yeah.
in Arizona,
Yep.
and I saw one, and I kept on running from one airplane to another. Oh my God, they've got this! Oh shit, they've got this! And when you're an airplane nut from since you're a kid, you just want to run up to them. You just want to touch them. You just want to run your hands along
Oh yeah.
them.
Yeah.
And they had an SR-7. I said, oh my God, they got an SR-7. They got an SR-71. And I'm running up to it, and I'm just, I'm just running my hands all over it. And you just, if you're an airplane nut, it's all you want to do. You just want to just touch it.
You make sure it's real.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they got one of those at the Wright-Patterson Museum of the United States Air Force in Dayton,
Yep.
Ohio, and in the same gallery, they also have the XB-70 Valkyrie. Now, if you want to be humbled by walking next to something, walk in the shadow of that XB-70. It's like
Huge.
holy cow! You can imagine a plane being that large and being able to fly.
Yeah.
And that was a Mach 3 plus.
Parallax.
Yeah. They lost the first one in a flight accident where one of the chase planes got caught in the jet wash.
Yep.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember that story very well. Yeah.
It got flung into it.
Yep.
Flipped into the back of the Valkyrie.
Yep. Whoops.
Someone's alarm's going off. Or is it a plane flying overhead?
It's a plane right here. You can't believe you can hear it.
It's coming across. Yeah, we can hear it. Now it's gone.
I wonder, does he know? That he's
On
being
YouTube.
transfixed across the airways?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you in America.
Oh, register a noise complaint, Jeffro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard you in America.
Yeah.
They're off. Yeah.
Yeah, so the MiG's a big plane.
Yeah, you can have a nice big project to work on that, Jeffro. That's going to be a biggie.
And you can make it as dirty as you want.
Yes, I was reading an article about that just the other day, actually, about how they kept them out in the open air and didn't do anything with them and didn't care. And
Yeah. Let them get,
I couldn't do that.
sweep the snow off, then go flying.
Yeah.
Well, there was a certain toughness about Russian airplanes because they had to be, considering the airfields and the conditions they served under.
That's right. Yeah. When you tell by the wheels, they've got like twin.
Yeah, on the MiG-31, they put the twin
Yeah.
tires. On the 25, they have those enormous single wheels that are just like, jeez.
And they have mud guards on the nose wheel.
That's
Right. Right. Yeah. That's right. They also, like in the MiG-29, they built in an automatic shutter system on the intakes, so that it would stay closed, so they wouldn't suck in rocks and dirt and everything on the airfields.
Yeah,
And then have
not run-
intakes with top.
On the
In the
Commodore, they had radial tune suspension.
Yep.
There you go. Sorry.
Or its nickname was Rat Tail Soup.
Rat also.
Oh, I saw something real interesting the other day on the news. You're talking about golf, Jeffro.
Yeah, mate.
There's a guy in Florida during a golf tournament, and there was a gator, not a croc, not a salty, a gator. And they do this all the time. They come out on golf courses because they like the sun. And this guy came up to it, and he chased it back in the water because gators are like that in Florida. If you approach them, they'll back off. And I kept thinking to myself, if that was a salty, that guy would have been lunch. That salty would have said, "Hey, screw you, buddy. This is my golf course. Piss off."
I've often wondered what Darwin golf course would be like, because they'd actually be salties there.
Yeah, imagine the water hazard there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You going in after the ball? No.
Yeah.
In fact, one guy, he said, "If I go a hole in one on this was in Florida. It was during the last PGA."
Oh, I saw that. Just the other day I saw that.
He jumped in the water. It's like,
They threw it
okay,
in,
okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to walk up to a gator on land, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to be in the water if I know they're in the water, because that's their mouth.
Yeah.
They win
I'd
every
be-
time.
Well, personally, I'd be more worried about jumping in the water with all the chemicals they put in the water,
Yeah.
because
Kidding? Yeah.
there's, I mean, in the ponds here, like they've got, I think they've got turtles and they've got mullet, they've got fish, and they've got eels.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Freshwater eels.
Yeah.
In
They
the
got all
ponds
kinds of
here,
good stuff in
If you
Florida.
put your hand in the water to get a ball out or something, you got to wash your hands, because there's all the chemicals
Mm-hmm.
that they're putting on the greens and the grass and everything.
Yep.
They leach into the water, and there's that much toxic chemicals in the water.
I agree.
You wouldn't want to jump in it.
Yes, they don't eat the fish.
No, don't eat the bloody fish. Don't.
Nope.
No, don't put your finger in it because.
Nope, it's definitely
No.
catch and release. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bilge, you're thinking of the Spruce Goose, which was built by Howard Hughes.
Yeah, which flew all of about 15
Maybe.
minutes or something.
Yeah, meter off the water.
Yeah.
And they called that a success.
Well, for Howard Hughes was the Donald Trump of his day. He had a lot of money to throw at things.
But he did build nice airplanes.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry. Withdraw that comment, please. Hughes at
What
least
was
could
it?
fly an airplane. He at least had the brains to fly an aircraft.
Paul, what was that P-38 hybrid that he had to do with? There was something, I was reading something the other day about that. It wasn't a P-38, the military P-38, but it was something very similar.
Oh, yeah, it looked like the P-38. It was supposed to replace it. Yeah, it was
That was to replace it, or was a civil version or something?
to replace. It was his idea of a long-range fighter.
Yeah.
It never went into production.
I don't know, I can't remember. It was like a more streamlined one, or
Yeah, it was very
built for a specific
streamlined.
reason or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to escort the B-29s to Japan and back.
Okay.
Yeah, but they wound up doing that with the Thunderbolt and the Mustang, especially once they took Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
Oy vey. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. It's
Yeah, well, I was going to call it there, Jim.
it's going on 3:30 a.m. here too, so I'm gonna put things away. And, I think
Someone's dinner time.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think someone needs food.
he's calling out the pop. Hey,
All right.
come and play with me.
You better go play.
Yeah,
All right,
after I
Ken.
paint more shit.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, well, glad we sorted it out. Glad we got together another time.
It's
Well,
good
we will.
to have a chat.
Yeah, yep. Okay,
And
guys.
for those in the chat, thanks for joining in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks guys in the chat. I only just got onto it, so yeah, thanks. Yeah, unreal.
Yeah, take
Internet
care,
shit,
Bill. Plastic, Southwest, everyone. Take care.
There, chunks in there.
Bye-bye all.
Thank
See
you
you
all.
all later.
See
Hey
ya.
guys.
Bye.
See everyone. Bye.